What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing. OG Gangsta Wicked, aka Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia. What the hell's going on with
Big Galaxy in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Single star in the, you know what I'm saying, pick up.
That's right.
Yeah, what, man? CeeLo, you know what I'm saying? Green and Wick, Break the Bank, man. We out right now. If you haven't seen it, go see it, man. I'm on all the different platforms. And I came up with a great idea after I got off, after I had my conference calls yesterday. Me and my team, we decided to help promote the record. Is maybe I need to come up with a little beef with you. Maybe a diss record, something here that me and you can agree on.
We don't need to have us a diss record here with you. Got too many. I know what all about is a married, okay? You're gonna be looking crazy as hell by the end of our diss record battle. Well, hell, it's gonna lead to gunplay. It's gonna lead to gunplay, Wick. So that's what you want to do with me? You try to X me out? Because one of us ain't gonna make this beef.
I'm just glad to be here. Maybe I'll rethink that. You know what I'm saying? But you sit on it a little long.
Well, I mean, right now, it was just reported earlier that somebody was shot outside of Drake's house, and it wasn't Drake, but the person was seriously injured. It was in that $1 million mansion, area that he's living in.
And what state is this now? Because, I'd be kind of...
I think it's in Toronto where this happened.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in Toronto.
Because Drake is from Toronto. Sure is.
Yeah, he's from Toronto.
Okay, gotcha.
So, everybody's looking a little crazy right now trying to figure out what's really going on with that. I mean, did it have anything to do with his recent beef with Kendrick Lamar, or was this just a crazy, whacked out fan, or does this have anything to do with him at all? Was this just something that was going on the street in that neighborhood? However, it's $1 million neighborhood, so it shouldn't be happening on the street in no $1 million house neighborhood.
And so, just coincidentally in front of Drake's house.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know right now. I mean, I'm just really waiting on more details to come out and reveal themselves, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on it, Wick?
Here's the thing. I come in here this morning, and this is the first thing that you hit me with, that somebody had been shot outside the house.
Yeah.
Now, as my creator is my witness, I was going to come in here this morning because I knew that we were speaking on the rap battle that was going on.
That's right.
Between them. And a lot of people, when I was saying that, man, you know what, that rap battle beef stuff is just not good. It's not good for hip hop, for the culture.
Yeah.
A lot of people got on me about that. I said it on my page, The Real Ghetto Mafia. I wanted having to take it down. Be like, man, you just hating. It's good for the culture. It's just a low friendly beef. At least they not shooting each other. At least they not killing each other. That's what everybody's saying to me.
Yeah.
And my point, what I was trying to make to everybody, not yet.
Yeah.
I said, because one spark leads into something else. See, what starts as a joke, a lot of times end up in 2, 3, 4 niggas getting smoked. You see what I'm saying? That comes from the Ghetto Mafia, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my things, you know what I'm saying? In case you didn't know. Real Ghetto Mafia fans know.
Okay.
I spoke about this a long time ago. What started as a joke ends up in 2, 3, 4 niggas getting smoked. You see what I'm saying?
This ain't funny. Let me bring it in.
Right.
Because it's real.
Right. And so that's what I be trying to tell the people. I say, when you sitting up here on a record and you call a man a pedophile on a record, if it's true, then we know it's horrible. And if it's true, then what has happened is you have said something that can, one, get the feds looking at a person. Can get, we already see what's going on with Puff right now over when Casey said one thing.
Yeah.
It don't take but somebody to say one thing true or false about you. Yeah. And now that raises an eyebrow of law enforcement. And even if he wasn't a pedophile, what if he's over there and get caught with an ounce or something in the house? Whatever, having a ball apart, anything can lead to something. What if your taxes ain't right or something? Why, when you don't say something, when you accuse me of a crime like that, even if I didn't do that particular crime, you got me hot. Who wants to sit up on the microscope with the world looking with a pedophile on his head because somebody don't say that about you? You understand? So I was telling people that can't be a part of two friends sitting down and we battle rapping when you go that low on me. You understand what I'm saying? So that was my first thing that I took away from it. Second thing I took away from it, and this would be to Drake himself. You got to always make sure that and other rappers too. Man, before you go, to indulge in this type of, and beef and all that, your crib is cleaned up, because this could get real ugly real fast. I personally heard the Kendrick Lamar record, and there were some people that were saying it was the greatest diss record since sliced bread, and blah blah blah. I don't believe that. I still, say that No Vaseline, or you know what I'm saying, Pac hit 'em up. Some of those them out there, but No Vaseline to me.
Yeah.
You got a lot of Nas, you know what I'm saying, but I thought that the record that Kendrick put out, I think it was the most personal diss record that I had ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Between two major superstars.
Yeah.
They got that person. Even though Vaseline is still more about, it was more about the business kind of, and blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? But it didn't get down to just that.
Yeah.
That person. You got pedophile. I don't think you can really go no lower than that. What, maybe a snitch? I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think you can look. I think a snitch would look down on a pedophile, right?
Yeah.
So, I think, man, it's sad for the culture. Nobody wins in this right here. And now that I'm coming in here, I bring it right back around to you, and I'm gonna let you talk. I bring it back around to you. What you just said, time I hit the door, somebody got shot outside the house. Now we don't know if it had anything to do with it, but like you said, you're in a multi-million-dollar neighborhood. I'm sure Drake lives in a multi-million-dollar neighborhood, not $1 million. $1 million ain't nothing for a house no more.
Come on.
You live in $1 million house.
Oh, no, the hell I
Everybody
don't.
knows that.
I live in a shiggity shack. Okay, continue.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You're in a neighborhood and it's just so happened to be in front of Drake's house. That doesn't make any kind of sense to me. It has to be tied to something. Any sensible person would think it's tied to something. And if that is the truth, look what just in this short time has happened to Drake's career. You got a man calling you a pedophile, and people dropping dead in front of your house all over.
But they ain't died now, but they got shot.
Well, got shot, but all over. Beefing on a record.
But that's the other part. We don't know if it's over beefing on a record. It could have just been some overzealous fan doing some crazy stuff. You see what I'm saying?
That's still, but what triggered that? He ain't nobody got shot in front of his house in the last 15 years that he been running it.
That we know of.
Well, okay, but now all of a sudden, this back and forth is going on, and it's this coincidence that somebody got shot. How could that be good for hip hop to say something that's blatantly false about me and put it under law? You know what I'm saying? Our words we have to go back to, man, Beehive, where we have some type of credibility to what we say about somebody. That's the era that you and I are living in right now, that we were talking about the culture. You should not be able to just say anything about a person and stain them like that with no repercussions. Look how big you are right now. What if somebody just got mad, one of your ex-employees, one of the cameramen, one of the sound men, one of the people that's bringing the stuff up, and get mad at you because, Beehive don't treat his employees right, and then throw out a blatant lie on you. It's straight out a blatant lie, but because of that, it hurts your business.
Yeah.
That's the slippery slope that we own right now when it comes to all this type of stuff. You calling a person a pedophile, this could ruin Drake's career. Forever. Now, did we win in the culture? If you call this man, you putting this label on this man, the worst label that you can call a man is a pedophile. That's the worst label, right?
Yeah.
You ready to be called a killer?
Yeah.
I'd rather be called a serial killer.
Yeah.
Then what do I talk about a pedophile? So if you put that tag on me, right? You put that under the law, put that as true. Now, what if Drake loses his career behind this and we find out it's not true, though? I.e., when 50 killed Ja Rule, we never heard back from Ja Rule really on what he was never the same again.
Yeah.
Did we win from that? 50 would have blew regardless. But just thinking 50 and Ja Rule was here and Ja was doing his thing still. 50 doing his thing. Maybe we would have had a collaboration with the two, blah, blah. When you put certain stuff, because remember in that with 50, he put that little gay little type of intro on one of them where it seemed like something, that he was so making people think that Ja Rule was gay. I don't know that to be, I don't know Ja Rule personally. But when you start putting, those type of labels on somebody, how does that benefit the culture if we lose Drake, if that wasn't true? Now, if it's true, then like you said, he exposed him. But what if it ain't true? How did we win in the culture?
Well, I'm going to say this to just pivot off of what you just said. J. Cole probably made the greatest decision in hip-hop history.
Right, and you said,
he made the greatest decision in hip hop history. See,
right.
when he got wind of what the hell was about to go down,
right.
Jay said, "You know what? I'm gonna gracefully bow out, fellas.
Right.
I still got money to get,
right.
and I still got an integrity to keep upholding this thing."
Right.
Everybody gave Cole hell about bowing out of that fight.
Right.
But right now, it started to look like the most brilliant thing ever.
Right. Right. And you know what? Sometime I would tell this to my son or your son and everybody's kids out there that's growing up now. Sometimes don't ever listen to these people that tell you that, you're not a man unless you stay and fight, every single time. No, sometimes it's safe to run. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's safe to
live to fight another day.
Live to fight another day, you know what I'm saying? When you see that, what is the benefit of this fight? See, here's a little history on fighting. You're supposed to fight for a purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Is this fight am I going to be better off after this fight than I was before? If not, man, go home. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to be fighting with a nigga at the Quick Trip because, he took the gas pump first. So now we're fighting over pride.
Yeah.
I told him to move out the parking space and he wouldn't move. And am I going to be better off after this? Or does everything, if I get to fighting with you at a Quick Trip over a parking space, what do I have to win from that? All I have is stuff to lose. I can, one, go to jail.
Yeah.
One get shot.
Yeah.
One have to shoot a nigga. You know what I'm saying? What is the upside to that? So that's what you have to process when it comes. And I think that's what J. Cole said. What is going to be my upside to being in this beef with them?
Yeah.
How am I going to be better off after this than I am right now? I'm on the ascent.
Yeah.
I'm on the way up.
Yeah.
Is this going to propel me to that next level right here? Or this going to have me in the middle of some mess where I'm looking monkey and I die with them? You see what I'm saying? So, he made the right decision. I have made those decisions. So I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All these fights ain't my fight. When I was younger, we had the Sharon Showcase. What's up, Sharon?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And prayers for Sharon, too. But, I had to learn, man. There's sometimes, if I'm out there with, 10, 11 of my partners, and, I got the, because I was a basketball star, I remember? you remember?
See that? I don't even want to go there with you. Because I had a terrible joke. I don't even want to go there with you.
But at that time, I'm thinking I'm going pro. You know what I'm saying? So if one of my partners, get to beef with one of your partners in your clique, you were supposedly let you tell it, this big football star, that you was the next best thing.
That was when I was 10 years old, but I do have the Ben Hill MVP trophy to prove it.
They all get participation trophy.
Nah, they wasn't doing that back in my
got
day.
a trophy.
You had to be out there
Everybody got
niggas.
a trophy for participation.
No, they didn't. It was me, Batman, and Mario.
They get third.
We were MVPs.
They get third place trophies and everything, man. Everybody get a trophy with the kids now these days. But my point is, if one of my friends started something at a club and I looked at it, I said, you know what? At this particular point, I think that I'm going pro, man. Do I need to be indulged in this fight right here? I had nothing to do with it, man. I'm at the club hollering at a female. Y'all over there with these beefing with some niggas. You know what I'm saying? I get my female, I'm gone.
So you telling me, though, but you didn't appreciate this beef at all then?
I didn't like the beef at all. I mean, didn't we learn from Tupac and Biggie? We lost two of the biggest rappers in that. If that wasn't the blueprint, what did Biggie and Pac die for?
Okay, answer me this then. If nobody got shot outside of Drake's house, how would you be taking this beef? If nobody was getting shot, there was no fisticuffs, no danger element involved, how would you feel about the back and forth?
I would feel the same way because they are two other great. Drake can be, Drake is in that GOAT conversation as Kendrick is on his way. There are people that think that Kendrick is the greatest now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? There are people that think that Drake is the greatest now. Didn't we learn anything from Biggie and Pop, bro? Who suffers from this? Just us.
Yeah.
Just us. Just the culture. Just the people out there that love Kendrick Lamar. Just the people out there that love Drake. And just the people that love, the hip hop. And, we got Puff and already, going through his thing. Haven't we lost enough of our icons for we not to have black on black rhyme to knock a window? No. Let's fall from something else, from old age and great records, and you tour it to the end of it. Why can't we have a happy ending? This is starting to feel like the game, like the dope game. I thought we got out of the dope game so that we can get in this game right here and don't have to have people dying in front of our mansions.
Exactly.
Is that not what you got? Why are you up here doing this for the culture?
Exactly. That's why I have to shoot everybody.
Exactly.
I ain't doing
you
it
don't
for
wanna,
that.
You don't want to be out here. You doing this, so you don't have to be out here on the corner doing hand-to-hand sales.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
And come back.
If you up here doing this every day, Beehive, but the streets have still followed you here with some mess, and you still living just like you live when we leave here. You got to looking over your bag.
Yeah.
How did you win?
Oh, you know what, Big Galaxy? You just snapped for the culture today, sir. I'm going to have to agree with Big Galaxy on this situation. I'm going to need y'all to hit the comments, though, and let us know how you feel
That's right.
about this Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Has it gone too far? Is there no need or room for beef in hip-hop anymore? Do you feel like the shooting outside of Drake's house is a repercussion of what was going on in that beef, or do you think none of the two didn't have nothing to do with each other, or is this all just craziness going on, man? I mean, hit the comments and let us know how you feel. Beehive Radio, shout it. Big Galaxy. I'll let y'all in a minute, man. We gone.